Hey everybody, I am back. I say that all the time. I don't know, I think it's a habit. But I am here to do a postpartum video, just to talk about, it's been 4 months since I had my son, almost 5, hitting 5 months. But I wanted to go ahead and put this video out there while it was on my mind to do so. And just talk about my recovery, what I went through during postpartum, and how it's been for me so far with baby number 3. So before I get started, I just want to say welcome to all of my new followers. I am delighted that you joined and are subscribed to my channel. It is like, it just makes me happy. And every day that I see that someone subscribed to my channel, I am thankful. And I just thank you for wanting to join my little tribe. So as far as postpartum is concerned, I was feeling some kind of way in my body. I was just thinking that, you know, I just had a baby and, you know, just things happen. So what was going on was that my heart was like, I felt like my heart was beating really fast, and I was like having heart palpitations. Then my mom, I stayed with her for a week, and right after I had him, I didn't even come home. I went straight to her house after they discharged me. And so she was like, your feet look swollen. And I was like, yeah, they do look a little swollen. I didn't pay any attention. I just thought maybe, you know, with the weight gain and everything, that's what it was. And so my blood pressure was beginning to like rise. My head was hurting so bad, like to the point where I couldn't even lift my head. I could not focus. I couldn't lift my head. I couldn't do anything. It was just, it wasn't the norm. It was just a lot going on. So my friend is a nurse, and she was just like, you know, elevate your feet, take your blood pressure. And I was like, no, I'm scared. I need you to come over here and take my blood pressure. And so she came over and she was like, it's really high. And then my husband checked it, and like another day it was high. My son was about 5 days old. And so I went to the hospital. I didn't even vlog that because I was nervous and I was freaking completely out. So my husband took me to the ER, and it was just me, him, and the baby. And it was high, and they put me on blood pressure pills, and they explained to me what it was, what was going on. And just to kind of take it easy. So I was like really nervous because of that, but I was able to, you know, get over that, and I'm glad it didn't develop into anything else. I realized like a woman goes through a lot when they give birth, and so you know, we just have to take it easy on our bodies. Just take it easy, because you just never know what may happen before delivering your baby or after. I was glad I had a great support system. So that was one thing. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty, y'all. So you know, after I had my son, so I bled, like literally I bled from the time I had him until like 2.5 months after I had him. Like heavy bleeding. So I was bleeding, and I had to wear pads for the longest time. It was starting to irritate down there, and it was just raw. Like I hated wearing those pads every day. And I had brought like quite a few of the pads home from the hospital that they give you, and I wore those for a while, and I had bought some D-pins. I'm gonna put a link up of what the hospital gave me, and I described what I had to wear. I would do it in this video too, but it's just kind of complicated. I was just tired of wearing pads, y'all. I wanted to put on a tampon, but I knew I couldn't, and I was just tired. My vagina was tired, and I was tired. And I was like, is this normal? Because with my daughters, and I'm nursing him at this time, so, and I'm still sort of nursing, but at that time, I was like pumping and nursing and all of that with my youngest daughter. You know, when I breastfed her, I didn't have my period. Like, I think I had got it a few weeks after having her, and then I didn't have it anymore until after I stopped nursing. So I'm just like, okay, what's going on? Like, why am I still bleeding? Is something wrong with me? You know, but he was just like, you know, you're older now. It's been a while since you had your other kids, and your body has changed. So that's basically all that was going on. So it stopped. I stopped bleeding, and then like 2 weeks later, my period came. That was my actual period, and I kept postponing my checkup. I kept postponing it because I'm like, I don't want you to check me and I'm still bleeding. That's disgusting. And the nurse was like, people come here all the time and do that. And I'm like, are you serious? I just couldn't do it. But I kept postponing and postponing, y'all. I didn't even have my 6-week checkup until he was like 3 months old. But even when I went there and had that checkup, it was like discharge. You know, like when your period is getting ready to go off. That's pretty much what it was. So it wasn't as bad, you know, as me going if I was just full blown, just bleeding all over the place. I didn't go through any postpartum depression or anything. Although I brought life into the world and I was excited, a part of me was like, you know, your life is getting ready to change drastically because, you know, when I had my daughters, my mom was more available. And then my grandfather had just passed September 2018. So I was a little sad about that. Like, he wasn't able to meet my son. So I'm still, you know, still grieving his death. And just bringing my son, my grandfather wanted me to have a boy so bad. He always talked about it. And just to know that I finally had a son and my grandfather wouldn't be able to meet him, it was really sad for me. It was a sad time for me. But, yeah, so, and then my grandmother had a stroke in February, like a month and a half after I had my son. And so I was running back and forth to the hospital, seeing about her, helping my mom with her, which I am still doing. And it's just been a lot. So that was a lot that was going on around that time. And with my daughters, I lost my belly weight like immediately. You know, everybody always was like, you bounced back, you look good, girl, whatever. But this boy, y'all, I could be just out and people, or even at church or at the mall. Like, for example, last weekend we were at the mall and I saw a lady that I was a patient of ours where I used to work. And we were just talking. She puts her hand on my belly. Now, my husband is standing there with the stroller. And then I had my 2 daughters there. And she goes, oh, are you expecting? I'm like, no, I just had a baby. Like, I ain't say when, but I said just had, you know, to make it, you know, seem a little better as to why my stomach is like it is. I shouldn't have to do that because I think that's kind of rude for somebody to just assume that you're pregnant. Like, just don't say anything. To me, I just feel like, I mean, she literally put her hand on my belly and was rubbing it. That's how big my stomach is to me. I look at least 3 or 4 months pregnant. I'm just saying. So that's been a struggle for me because I bought a girdle from Amazon. Hot mess. I bought a girdle from Ross. No, it's not like a real girdle to me. It doesn't hold anything in. I just look pregnant. And it's been hard trying to bounce back. And I'm just going to be honest. And I know that it's a part of how I'm eating, what my intake is on fried foods and sweets and things like that. But I'm still eating like I'm pregnant, y'all. And I got to stop. I know it doesn't look like it because everybody's like, you small. You know, you can do this, you can do that. No, because you can be skinny and out of shape and unhealthy. But anyway, I'm going to show you my belly right now since we're talking about it. Here we go. See, this could be like a thumbnail. So yeah, man, look at this. I mean, I look like I cannot get rid of it. Still got my line and everything. So everybody's like, you just had a baby, girl, don't worry about it. But I'm self-conscious about it. I try to hold my stomach in. It doesn't work. And y'all, I was at church one Sunday and one of the mothers was like, baby, come here, I need to talk to you. And I went over there, I'm like, hey mother, how you doing? And she was like, girl, I ain't trying to be rude, but you need to put on a girdle. And I was like, okay, yes ma'am. And I'm just like, people just, I know she didn't mean any harm. I'm not that sensitive. So it didn't hurt my feelings, but I was just shocked that she said it to me. And I think that sometimes, you know, for women, it's just hard because you have a lot of opinionated people. You have a lot of people, you know, who have something to say. And it's just like, do you not think I'm human and I have feelings and I just had a baby and I'm emotional and I'm hormonal and all those things? But I have been on a weight loss journey. I just started exercising and eating better. Well, still working on the eating better. But I just started exercising with some friends and they've been helping me trying to get back on track. So, yeah. So that's pretty much it. Postpartum has just been blah. So anyway, I just wanted to throw this quick video out there for you guys, just to let you guys know how I'm doing, how I recovered after having my son. It was just a little hiccups every now and then, but made it through. I'm still trying to balance everything, but overall, I've been doing good. After having my son, it was a huge adjustment because we hadn't had a baby in the house in almost 8 years, and although we were very excited to have him, it was really like an adjustment. I don't know, it was just an adjustment. So that was part of my issue, and just finding myself again, just trying to get back into the groove of who I am as a woman and who I am as a mother and who I am as a wife. It was just hard to kind of get back into that groove, a routine that I had. And I'm not even gonna lie, I just got real lazy, y'all. I didn't like bounce back and just was up all the time. I was like in the room calling my husband like, please, can you make me something to eat? Or can you do this? Can you do that? I was trying to adjust to pumping and breastfeeding, and it was a huge adjustment. Everybody was like, why would you wait so long to have another child? I had to do it when I was ready. That's just me. I don't like to be pressured into doing things that I'm not ready to do or that I don't want to do. I've been that way. I've been down that road, and I was like, when I'm ready, I'm gonna do it. Everybody was like, you need to go and try for that boy, girl. I'm gonna do it when I'm ready. So it did take me a while to be ready, but I am glad that I had him when I did. I don't know. I think he just fit in perfect. It was at the right time. So I just want to thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and comment down below for more videos and what you would like to see from me. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.